So, I'm sitting here on the dock looking at the view, and I'm thinking, like, why am I beefing with Cam? And the only reason why is because I just never got to talk to him. He publicly said he wasn't going to talk to me, but almost every OG from Harlem and everyone I respect is like, yo, cut this shit, it's embarrassing. So, Daniel spoke to Cam, and we could resolve this. I just want to talk to him, and it's over. And if you need to, because we can't publicly have us as black people beefing with each other. That's just what they want. They use us to tear each other down. They don't do it. We do it to ourselves, but they usually pay us to do it. And I'm not going to get caught up in that. So I'd prefer to squash this. I want to apologize to Harlem because I know this was embarrassing for Harlem. And I'm man enough, but the thing is, in Harlem, we deal with things different. It also comes with violence. And I can't be violent, and I won't be violent. And I don't want any of my friends to be violent. My job is to keep them out of jail. So the only way I can deal with things, to keep certain things out of the algorithm, is to answer as soon as somebody says something. And my version of violence is just lawsuits. If I could take it to the streets, I would, but we can't. And the Italian Godfather, part 2, he killed his brother. The black Godfather don't kill his brother. He teaches his brother. So, again, if y'all want to sit down and work it out, I don't even want to be a part of that project that y'all doing. I don't really understand what it is. But I feel like 50, Cam, me, if together we show that we could be beefing, pause, and then come together and maybe do a TV show together, something different, or a movie or something, just showing the world that we can work together, then we would prove everyone wrong. They love us tearing each other down, and I'm not doing that shit. And I apologize to my OGs for embarrassing y'all. But I just wanted to talk to him. And he finally talked to, he finally replied when I hit him with the lawsuit, and I was like, nah, go talk to Daniel. And if you want to, Daniel, if you want, please arrange us to have a sit down. You can bring who you want. And also 50, you're invited too. But instead of us talking about each other on fucking social media like clowns, let's sit down and talk like real men. Let's take this off the street. The street right now is the internet, and this shit is corny. So I don't want to fight with y'all no more. Now, I Heart, that's different. And Revolt, the Tavio, same thing. You stopped replying to me 2 days before I went to the Breakfast Club, but I don't work for you. I am the chairman. When I'm on Revolt with my content, I'm the chairman because I don't talk to your staff. I talk to mine, which I have. I'm the chairman of America New when it's on Revolt. So to me, if the Breakfast, I won't get into it, but we can have a sit down too, because I'm not going to stop legally. I'm going to respond. That's what I didn't do before, and this is what I've learned. This is the only way I could fight. But you're not going to line me up and set me up. So you can come to the conversation as well. Bring who you want. Charlamagne, you're not invited. I need real men, pause, masculine. We need to speak like masculine men in each other's eyes and deal with all those problems. So I'm still, if y'all coming at me, pause, I'm going to always hit back. But I'd rather squash this, pause. And please don't take my grace as weakness. We're in front of a lot of people, and this is not the right example. Later.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Let's talk about it, y'all. That was Dame Dash sending a message to both 50 Cent and Camron. Okay, as we all know, just a couple of days ago, Dame Dash announced that he is now suing Camron for $300 million. God damn, how the hell did we get here? Well, listen, it's been a bunch of back and forth all week. Like I said, Dame has been, sending shots and interviews, right? He was just recently on the Breakfast Club. I mean, he's pretty much going at several platforms, right? Went at Joe Budden. Of course, he having his back and forth with 50 Cent over the Paid in Full project. But this back and forth between him and Cam, it initially got out of hand the moment Cam reached out to interview Dame's son. Now, of course, according to Cam, he wasn't the one who, came up with the idea of interviewing Dame's son. But the point is, kids were, now being brought into the situation. That forced Dame to bring up Camron's mother. You know what I mean? Now things are getting personal, right? People now hitting below the belt. Of course, Cam, he's letting it be known, listen, I'm good, but you done pissed a couple people off. You know what I mean? So now we got Dame saying, you know what? Shit done got out of hand. We can't talk about violence. So the only way I can fight back is, through the courtroom. Through the lawsuit. Okay, but now Dame is saying, listen, how about we put an end to all of this and come together, right? And focus on this Paid in Full series. Is this a good idea? I don't know. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, is this something, worth putting all this bullshit aside? Because just yesterday, Cam said it's up, with Dame. There's no going back. There's no reconciliation between them two. Again, I don't know. Will Cam have a change of heart? He's always been about his business. Let's be clear. But again, for them to all now come together to do this project, listen, if it makes sense, why not? But again, at the same time, you hear Dame letting it be known. Listen, if y'all not willing to sit at the table, right, and have a real conversation like men, then I'm forced to have to move how you see me moving. You know what I mean? Whether that's through the court system, through the lawsuit. Listen, y'all do the math. But the point is, Dame is now, offering, a solution. Let's all sit down like men, have the conversation, because at this point, it's really getting out of hand. Right? We already done crossed the line because families being brought into it, children. You know what I mean? Deceased parents. Listen, man, this supposed to be, the home team in Harlem. You get what I mean? It's looking real crazy. You got Jim over here. He's saying little shit, but like I said, man, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on this back and forth between Dame Dash, Camron, 50 Cent, Joe Budden? Goddamn. You already said, Charlamagne, you not invited. This is for real alpha men only, according to Dame. But again, what are your thoughts on, Dame offering, to sit down with 50 and Cam to come together and do this project? Do you think that's a great idea, or do you think it's too late for that, considering, shots done been fired? Like I said, Dame done, not only announced a $300 million lawsuit, but you done brought up Cam's moms into the shit. You done said what you said in interviews. Cam done, spoke on the kids. Listen, it's just a bunch of back and forth. But in the end, can, all of the men put all this shit behind them to come together to put together a dope series? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, who's going to be the boss? That's the question. Because according to Dame, he don't have no damn bosses. So who going to take orders? Okay? That's really the issue. Somebody got to put their ego to the side. And right now, I don't know. I don't know if I can see all three men putting all this shit to the side, for the sake of this project. Again, y'all let me know. You know what I mean? Inform me. Put me on game. You know what I'm saying? Let me know down in the comment section. Do you think this is a good idea for Dame to, let it be known, listen, let's just put an end to all this, because if not, it's not like Dame is slowing down anytime soon when it comes to the pettiness. And as you can see with 50 and Cam, listen, they can do this for the rest of the year. So again, I guess we have to wait and see. But y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on the controversy involving Dame Dash and everybody else, goddamn? Because like I said, the list continues. We still have to wait and see if Joe will invite Dame up on the platform, Joe Budden. But as of right now, this is where we at with it. So with that being said, y'all know how we do, man. I'll be back again with another follow-up if need be. But with that being said, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.
MREC TV.
We mentioned Vlad TV.
Right.
Now, put me on. What's going on? Why he put your name in a bad light? Like, what's going on?
He was a part of that whole Kading, Reggie Wright, now Whack 100. he was a part of that whole team out there in Cali that was spreading false information
Say word.
by the death of Biggie Smalls.
So they get the nigga and shit. So man, they put him on the car on the ground and shit. They rob him and shit. Like, feel me, the shotty, I sawed it off myself, so I know that shit do real damage. TM had that shit to the nigga head, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't even over no real money. I'm already about to go to jail. And I said, nah. And the nigga eased up off him. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of terrified because I ain't even want to see that. Like, I'm one of them niggas like, I'll pat at you, but I ain't running up on you and shooting you in the face and then standing over you, hitting you 12 times. I'm not psychotic like that. Like, you feel me? If I did it, it was over some money or over some disrespect. So I was out to prove a point, not to, you know, maim or disfigure nobody. Like, I'm not a psycho type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? That was a terrifying moment for me because I ain't want to see that, and I'm about to get sentenced. You feel me?
Have you lived the life the streets tried to write for you, but ultimately found your own ending? Do you have a story of survival, betrayal, or redemption? We're looking for real people with real experiences to share their truth. If the streets tried to break you, but you made it out, we want to hear from you. Hit us up now to be a part of The Streets Is a Myth.
I don't be wanting no distractions when I'm starting my day. I'm facing 20 years in jail. I don't got no time to...
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.